to Kristin's crafting corner, where creativity knows no border.
Hey crafters. So if you guys tuned in on Monday, I gave you a sneak peek as to what we were going to do today. If you haven't tuned in and haven't seen Monday's video, definitely go back and watch that because one, we did some awesome Miniverse stuff, and two, you will then know what we're going to do. So, wow, here's a little crazy today. A little crazy. Also, I'm hoping my mic stays. My sweater, as you can see, is a little too up in my face for it to sit clipped here. So I have it kind of just like folded, whatever. Anyways, you guys don't care about that. So who's ready to paint? I am. I have mentioned a couple times now. So I got this at, it was a Memorial Weekend festival in my town. And one of our favorite booths, which, okay, downfall, as you can see, the canvas is a bit bowed. So we'll work around that. It's fine. But anyways, it's one of our favorite booths to go to. They make some really cool stuff. I've got a couple like car coasters that they've made. Ronan has gotten, they make like resin skulls. They make some resin stuff. They make cups, big signs, bunch of stuff, homemade stuff. And this year they had these painting kits. So it comes with all these colors from, and again, I don't know what kind of paint this is. I'm sure it's acrylic, maybe. I don't know. I can't be 100% sure. But since it's a kit, we are going to use only what's in here to paint our picture. So we have purple, pink, black, white, green, blue, yellow, and red. So, I mean, we have an array of colors. I'm not going to mix, not going to do any of that. We're going to see if we can make this look good. Also, going to use the paintbrushes that come with it. There's only two, but you have a thin one, you have a thick one. We'll see how this goes. Also, if you tuned in last week, Thursday, you got to see our little flamingo friend. I'm only showing one because he's cute, but I wanted to show, I did end up coloring all the edges. I tried to fix his eyes. I just put some white paint in there. It's better than the black. Okay, better than the black. But it almost like, if I can just take a tiny little bit of marker, like put a little dot inside the white, maybe that would make it look more like an eyeball, but I don't know if that'll work. So I have more of these. I really want to do them, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these because I think they're really fun and really cool. So anyways, back to painting. I picked this one out of what they had because I love jars that look like potion bottles. Just the fantasy aspect of it, the crystals, the mushrooms, stars, moon, like it just screamed fantasy to me. So here we go. Okay. For time purposes, I am not going to paint the background right now. I think if we have time, sure, I could. But I think let's make it easy. Let's start with these leaves. Because we know, guess what? They're going to be green. Kind of looks teal on camera. Weird. Wow. Okay. Not really sure how this is going to go. Yeah. Oh, okay. The paint is a little, It's not dry, but it's not liquid either. It's very chunky. Like, see if I can get it to, maybe it's too far. Oh, there. Oh, I had it. Yeah, it's a little chunky, but maybe it'll go on nice. So I think we're going to go ahead and paint these leaves this color. So I'm going to do these. Yeah, I'm going to do all these round leaves this green. Okay. So, I mean, not bad. It looks very teal on camera. But it is green. It is, I mean, it's a darker green, but I will say it did spread pretty good. The hardest part, honestly, was getting the paint on the paintbrush just because it is a little bit goopy. And I also, the only thing I'm using of mine that didn't come with the kit is water because I forgot I was going to need to rinse the paintbrush. So, I think maybe we'll do these gems next and maybe make it a mix of like pink and purple ones. So I'm going to start with purple. Looks very bluish purple, but it is just straight purple, I promise. So let us see here. Let's make sure that's dryish. See, this time it just globbed on there. But let's see. And like I said, I'm not going to use any of my stuff, no matter how much I want to go back over the lines so that we can clearly see everything. It's fine. We will survive, right? We'll live. It's not going to haunt us. I don't know. It might haunt me a little bit. It's hard to like not paint over those lines, especially when you're just using one color. So this is where normally I would have a couple shades of the color so that I can, make it contrast a little bit, which I guess I could do with the pink, but it's fine. We're just going to get this painted. Like I said, it does, as you can see, it does spread pretty well, even for being kind of goopy. Yeah. So I technically could go over the lines with the black paint. I could do that. That would just take a lot more skill. And I'd have to wait until after this all dries. So that might be a reveal for next week, just like I did with the flamingo this week, showing you what I did off camera afterwards. So I will show you that, and I will probably do the background then also, because honestly I was thinking of just doing it black to make this all pop more. So let me know what you think. Should I do that? Should I paint over all these lines afterwards with the black paint? And what do we think about a black background to make the rest of this pop more? Okay. I'm counting on you guys. Let me know. Let's get the rest of these crystals painted. Okay, crystals done. They're okay. The pink was super clumpy. Like almost couldn't even get it on the brush. Clumpy. But we managed to do that. We're going to do some yellow and get these like stars done. And then here's the hard part, because like The stems, I don't know what to do for the stems. Like normally they're like tan or brown, and I don't have that color. So we're gonna have to get fancy with it, I think. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. We're gonna start with doing yellow and red. So red for the mushroom tops, yellow for these stars. I might have to go in with the green here, I think. Because my initial plan was to do blue for the whole, just the bottle part. So let's try it, see how it goes. I'm going to start with the yellow, I think. Yeah, look at it. It's not great looking, but again, it does work. And I do think these are technically made for kids, but I mean, I wasn't going to pass up painting something that looks like a fantasy picture. So let's see. I mean, the colors show up well, and honestly, they almost look shimmery. Like they have, not necessarily glitter, but you know, like not even metallic. It just looks shiny, shimmery, kind of glittery-ish, but it might just be because it's wet, because these don't have that look anymore now that those are dry. But the colors show up well, so there's the moon, and let's get the rest done. Okay, I did the things I talked about, the yellow, the red. I did add the white, at least for these things, and the dots, and then I just filled that in green. So my only conundrum that I can't decide, like color-wise, on what to do is honestly the stems and underside of this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get the jar painted, and maybe then we'll be able to decide what color to do that. Honestly, I'm thinking maybe pink. We don't have much to go off of. I kind of wish they at least had like orange or something, but there isn't. And this challenge is strictly what they give us. So let's at least paint the jar. Okay, so yeah. I decided to try purple for the lid. Like, I don't mind the blue. The pink is a lot. I think I should have done something else here. Maybe black. I can always go back over it. Because, like, it's not horrible with just this. But it's just so much pink. This challenge is interesting. So then, excuse my reach. So for black, like I said, we'll just kind of be doing this. Painting this black, and then I might try and do this, the lines and everything. But I just wanted to give you kind of a little sneak peek. Also, this brush, not great. This brush is super stiff. Like, ridiculously stiff. Let me get some down here. Like, I know I won't see those lines, but whatever. It's kind of a jumbled mess there anyways. So let's just make those disappear like this. There. See, beautiful. I think that'll look nice. Yeah, you know, as nice as it can look without being able to use other colors. And without being able to shade, because there aren't other colors. Again, it would have been nice to have like an orange or something in there. Also, maybe instead of the white, I mean, Like, yeah, the white was nice for some of these spots, but I could have probably used something else for that instead of white. Just orange would have looked, I think, a lot better. Even if it was pink and orange and red, like something. Just add an extra color in there. But I think that's going to look pretty decent. Like, that's it right now. And then obviously I'll have to go over the lines the best I can with the small brush. But yeah, I think we'll do that. Perfect. All right, good morning, guys. So it's actually the next day. Yeah, it was really late by the time I was done with what I showed you and what I did. I ended up falling asleep, so I am going to finish this now. So here we are. This is how far I've gotten so far since I've gotten up. It's honestly looking pretty good. So I'm going to finish this background and try and get these lines done so I can show you guys what it looks like at the end. So, yeah. I'm going to finish this. It also is taking a while because this brush sucks. Just straight up, this brush is not great. But it would take even longer if I used this one. So, all right. Here we go. Okay, so there we have the background. That part is done right now. We're going to go in and try and do the lines. I covered up these stars because it just didn't work well. So I'll probably paint new ones on. But, I mean, it's not bad. It helps bring out all these other things. The only ones I did the outline on was this plant because I was just working on that for the background. So it was easier just to do it all. But let's get some lines made. Okay, guys, look at. Honestly, though, like, for what I was given and what I had to do for this challenge, like, not bad. The pink looks a lot better now that we've put the lines on there, but it's still, like, a lot. It's a lot of pink. So, the last thing I wanted to try and see if I can do it with this paint was doing, like, the star, like flinging the stars, which I know is going to be a mess, but I think it will help. And I'm still technically using everything that it was given. It's just making it a little more, I don't know, something. Let me get this more on the mat. I am not doing this right, guys. It's fine. That was a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Like, I don't want big chunks, so I'm trying my best to make it smaller with some big spots. That way it looks more like stars. And again, this paint's not the best to do this with, so. I wanted it. I mean, it's something. All right, let me try one more time. This brush is not great either for this, so there we go. I kind of want it just all over everything in a way. A little bit. Okay, well, I mean, that's not bad. My hands are disgusting. Let me wipe my fingers off a minute. Okay. Okay, so, like I said, I literally just ended up kind of falling asleep last night. So, yes, I still have my same sweatshirt on. But that's fine. I woke up and literally came and did this. So,
here we go. I mean, it's not bad. We used everything that came in this kit. All just the paint, no mixing, which I wish I could have. The paint brushes that came with it, which the lines were a pain even with this one because this one needs to be trimmed again. Because as you can see, it's kind of, hold on. Oh, maybe not. It's curled down a bit. So like when I was doing these lines, it just was a pain. But I think it turned out good for what we had. So what kind of challenge should we do next time? Let me know. If you guys have ideas of challenges you want me to do for creating. Again, I'm going to try and do, in the next couple weeks, somewhere, I am going to do another floral arrangement. And that one will be the wedding gift as long as I like it. Enough for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this paint challenge. I still really wish I could change the pink mushroom part. It did so much pink. But make sure you guys like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Go check out some other stuff. There's a couple videos that will be at the end down here. Click one of those so you can see more. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.